Hello everyone, in today's video, I am once again collaborating with FrostyJesko. By today, we are playing some Just Daytona, so let's get right into it. The first race began off smoothly for me. I quickly jumped into the high lane. FrostyJesko was taking up the low lane as we entered turn 1. It didn't take long until trouble occurred. FrostyJesko underestimated where he was blocking, causing him to run right into my lane as he got turned around and flipped over. That was a very interesting and chaotic start to our first race. Anyways, on to the second. FrostyJesko and I shortly began to line up for the second race. I gave the countdown, and once again we were off. Race started out good until FrostyJesko with the gas, running into my front bumper, turning him around into the outside wall as he flips again and lands on his roof. For the third time, me and FrostyJesko lined up as I gave the countdown, and so we were off. This time we started out in a single file way. FrostyJesko took the early lead until he let down on the gas, practically giving me the lead. Heading into turn 1, I got off the gas a bit to give FrostyJesko a chance of actually racing me. I suddenly slid up the racing surface, but luckily I didn't wreck. Coming off of turn 2, FrostyJesko was way out of the groove. He merged back into the racing lane. That's until my internet came in clutch, as it began to lag, and I was worried that the lag would have caused me to crash, but luckily it didn't. Now entering turn 3 and 4, I was ahead of FrostyJesko as we began exiting off of turn 4. I was headed to the trioval. I had a good gap between me and FrostyJesko, and finally we completed a lap. Now I was headed for turn 1. I looked behind me and saw FrostyJesko way out of the groove. That's until I looked in front of me as I made contact with the wall. I spun and then flipped over and flew into the catch fence. Then I rode on FrostyJesko's hood. My car began to move off of FrostyJesko's hood and then slid on its roof and flipped back over. That's until I hit the speedy part of the track, and I think you get it. It was a very crazy and interesting wreck. After that massacre, me and FrostyJesko lined up and I gave the countdown for the next race. Once again we were off. I had a bit of a bad start as I slid down the racetrack, regained control, but then made contact with the wall. Heading into turn 1, FrostyJesko shot up the track. This allowed me to get in front of him, but exiting off of 2, he got a better run, and we were side by side on the backstretch. Me and FrostyJesko were racing very well until my lag revisited me. We were side by side heading into turn 3, but that's until FrostyJesko got loose, bumped into me and got me spinning. That's until I began to lift and flip over, and FrostyJesko hit the wall so hard he flipped as well. And so, after all that racing and crushing, it puts an end to this video. Big thanks for FrostyJesko with the collab, but also I thank you guys for watching. Bye.